Roger Stone here. Your dollars are losing ground, but gold isn't. American Sovereign Bullion helps you protect your wealth through real, tangible assets. Through their nationwide wholesaler network, you get some of the best pricing on gold and silver delivered straight to your door. Since 1912, the U.S. dollar has lost 97% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold continues to prove its strength. So call 844-272-2428. That's 844-272-2428. Or visit dyingdollar.com to request your free gold and silver guide. That's dyingdollar.com.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Oh, it is hot. Absolutely hot. But I wouldn't give it up. I prefer this to the cold. Dominic Carter here with you, even though winter can have some redeeming qualities as well. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. We have a lot to talk about, and I want to get as many of your calls as humanly possible within this hour. It is hard to believe that it was 2 years ago, exactly today, June 12th, that the Catsimatidis family announced me as the host of this hour. It has been some ride. I can't believe it's been 2 years. Thank you to you folks for our ratings going up substantially from when we took over. And the Catsimatidis family, and I'm with them 1,000%. They have told me that great things are coming in the future. They have not told me yet as to exactly what. But Mr. Catsimatidis, Mrs. Catsimatidis, two of the best people you could ever meet, and they're in my corner 1,000%. And I thank them for giving me the opportunity. 2 years. Hard to believe I've been doing the 3 p.m. hour for 2 years. Now, I also want to announce that that Rose and Joe from Groton, Connecticut, right? They're celebrating their 7th wedding anniversary coming up 3 days from now. So on Monday, June 15th, I met Joe and his lovely wife when they drove all the way down from Connecticut to say hello, and they were nice and got copies of my books and Marilyn's books. Really great, great people. Great Americans, and thank you for coming down again, Joe. I'll never forget you. And man, I just want to say happy anniversary to you and Rose. He is wishing you for many, many more, and enjoy it this great weekend with all of this wonderful weather. And I was looking at an email I received just a short time ago, and Helen Rosenberg. Ooh, Helen has had it with me. I will tell you why in a second. She starts out her email. She says, WABC Mental Awareness Months. For those of you that are listening to me right now in New York, of course, we're throughout the country. But she says, WABC Mental Awareness Month, and you're not practicing what you preach. Ooh, Helen. So I'll break that down in just a second. Guess who's coming to dinner? In this case, I guess brunch, lunch. Guess who's going to be on The View? The View on Tuesday. No, not President Trump. But it wouldn't surprise me because he is willing to face the questions. But his running mate, the current Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, is going to be on The View on Tuesday.
This will be one of many questions that we're going to be asking our guest on Tuesday. We are going to be joined at the table by Vice President J.D. Vance. We'll be right back.
Vice President J.D. Vance. Now Tuesday, for the first time, he comes live to The View. The Vice President J.D. Vance. Tuesday on The View on ABC and stream on Disney Plus and Hulu.
I'm willing to bet my money on Vance emerging victorious over the ladies of The View. 800-848-9222. The president, one of the reasons why I love him, one of the reasons why I say he's going to go down in history as the greatest ever, right? One of the reasons why I think he's fantastic. He says, hey, whoa, that Mamdani stuff, don't think you're bringing that to D.C. It's not happening. And so the president, the front runner in the D.C. election happens to be a socialist just like Mamdani. And President Trump says, should she win, look out, because the D.C. will be taken over.
President Trump is weighing in on next week's D.C. mayoral primary, threatening home rule if one of the top candidates wins. Today, the president speaking out against D.C. council member Janice Lewis George with early voting already underway.
Well, I wouldn't like it, and maybe we'd take back Washington, run it on the federal basis. We won't put up with it. We're not going to lose our business.
Polls show her leading over the other frontrunner in the race, former councilmember Kenya McDuffie. Tonight, in an exclusive interview you'll see only on Fox 5, Lewis George responding to President Trump's threats.
We're not going to get ice off our streets by fearing this president, and we're not going to protect our rights or home rule by obeying in advance. And threatening home rule because you do not like how residents vote is an attack on democracy itself. And the people of D.C. elect the mayor of D.C., and they want someone who will stand up to Donald Trump.
You know what, ma'am? Take that socialism stuff, you and Mom Donnie, and you know where to put it. Okay, let's get to Graham Plattner in Maine, right? Let's get to him. I love this guy in terms of Senator Kennedy of Louisiana. Just hear him out on Plattner as it relates to the U.S. Senate.
I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this, but I've said this before, but I think it's particularly relevant now. Republicans are not perfect. Gosh knows we're not perfect. But the other side is crazy. I mean, this is not normal behavior. And I want to know, I want to see those text messages, the sexting. I mean, the American people need to know, the good people may need to know if this guy's a sexual predator. Now, I'm not saying he is, but he says, take my word for it, it was all consensual, and my wife's okay with it. And I'm going, man, you need to change your meds. This is just not normal behavior. He also, his platform, he's got two planks of his platform. Must get out of Iran. Just let Iran have a nuclear weapon. And number two, the solution to all of our domestic problems is get rid of the billionaires. And that's it.
What a solution there. 800-848-9222. Free Friday. We see your calls coming in. You can talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. We can hash it out together. Let's get to the Carmelo Anthony situation as it relates to Texas. Cardi B is at it again. She's saying that, as a mother of color, no, I shouldn't mock her voice. Should I mock her past as a stripper that used to rob dudes? No, I guess I shouldn't mock her past. Should I mock the fact that she's dumber than a piece of wood, which I thought was an act, but now I know it's true? Which one should I mock? I don't know which one to mock. It's Friday. But Cardi B, I want you to listen to this, right? She's still on this Carmelo Anthony kick, playing to her bass.
I sure learned something from this. I learned to tell my sons, if a white boy, do not argue with no white boys. Because, baby, ain't no law protecting you if something goes down with them. That's what I learned from this case. I'm going to tell my sons, you argue with a white boy, walk away. Because the law don't protect you.
So, Cardi B, maybe I should tell those Johns in your past that they should have walked away, right? I mean, come on, Cardi B. You can't be this dumb and you can't believe this nonsense that's coming out of your mouth. Come on, young lady. You're a street hustler. You can't be this dumb, Cardi B. Come on now. But I am concerned about the language, folks. The language that's being said. First, you had those nut black protesters outside the courthouse. Now I'm concerned. I'm really concerned with what's coming out of Austin Metcalf's dad. What's coming out of his mouth. It's getting very ugly. Now, I can understand I can't understand his pain as a father. To think about it. Don't be a phony, Dominic. You can't understand what that man is going through. There's no way you can understand, you or anybody else, what he's going through. But folks, it's getting downright racial now on both sides, and this does not help America. He's referring to Carmelo Anthony, the 19-year-old that's in prison. And folks, I saw that picture. Something is wrong with that picture, I'm telling you, of him in jail. I don't know if the guys have already got to him and made him take that picture looking very feminine. There was something very wrong with that picture. But anyway, Austin Metcalf's dad is now in, you try to understand his pain. He's referring to, and we see your calls, we're about to get to them. He's referring to Carmelo Anthony as the watermelon felon.
That's all you do. Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Let me make one up. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral. I got a new name for Mello, okay? Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon? How's that one strike you? I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did. I forgave him so I don't carry the hate and the anger. So I don't get ate up like cancer and kills you from the inside.
And on my second year anniversary today of doing this show, the one thing that Mr. Metcalf is stating is correct. It took me a long time to learn this as it relates to my relationship with my mother. When you carry hatred, it, as I did for many, many years, it is a cancer inside of you that will destroy you. It's going to come out one way or the other. And so when you forgive someone, you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them so that you can have some peace, for the most part, within yourself. 800-848-9222. So I'm going to get to that email from Helen. Helen Rosenberg is giving me an earful here. Let's go to Neil, line 3, Bayside, Queens. What's on your mind, Neil?
Well, J.B. Vance going on the View, I think that he's making a big mistake because I swear to goodness, Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of them, they're zeros there.
No, I strongly disagree with you. You don't just let the other side spread poison. It's got to be countered. It doesn't help him or President Trump just talking to the base all the time. You've got to reach out to the other side. That's what I do with the telephone calls here on this program. I don't just take Republican calls, as you know. I take as many calls from Democrats as well. I strongly support this move, what the vice president is doing. But, Neil, I hear you. Thank you for the call. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.
Get ready, Staten Island.
The Ferry Hawks host the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. Tonight at 7 p.m., it's soccer night, and kids glow around the bases postgame. Saturday at 6:30, it's Broadway night with postgame fireworks and Broadway rave. Sunday at 1:30, it's Military Appreciation Day, and the kids run around the bases.
A great day out for the entire family. Kids run the bases after every Sunday home game. Want the best seats all season? Get more Ferry Hawks for only $63. Visit ferryhawks.com now to lock in your seats. The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Department is cutting off tens of millions in federal funding from LA's homeless program over what it calls mismanagement and lack of safeguards against potential fraud. David Spunt live at the Justice Department. Hi, David.
Hi, Dana. Hi, Bill. This is a huge blow to this L.A. homeless authority. It's called LAHSA. They just were informed within the last hour that they are losing these tens of millions of dollars. They've gotten almost over $1 billion since 2021 in federal taxpayer funding. Now they're going to lose it as this investigation goes underway. This is from the White House Fraud Task Force in coordination with Housing and Urban Development.
I hope you have enjoyed that mansion and the yacht because the money's coming to an end. Thank you, President Trump, for clamping down on the corruption in California as it relates to the homeless problem and these programs that last forever, and the problem always gets worse. Again, thank you, Mr. President. So coming up at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to read this email from Helen Rosenberg. Ooh, is she letting me have it? Ooh. We'll get to that in just a second. But I just saw something, one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen in my life, being passed around on Instagram. You know how these kids will photobomb and Photoshop themselves into things? Black kids, 2 black males, 2 black females, young people, standing over the grave of Austin Metcalf, urinating on his grave. Urinating on his grave. And the girls, I guess they're pretending like they have penises because they're not squatting. You know, they're standing there the same way a male would. Utterly disgusting. How does that help you? And to those 2 black men that I saw, young black men photobombing themselves, this is a new trend on Instagram. The joke is on you. You'll be in jail very soon, or you have very little of a future right now. And to the young ladies, I'm going to say it, you'll be pregnant very soon, on welfare for the rest of your life, and you're standing there urinating, photobombed, urinating on this 17-year-old's grave. That's just wonderful. It's just wicked. And then you don't understand why nobody wants to live around you. Then you don't understand why nobody wants to be around you. Doing stupid. I don't want to be around you. And I look like you. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? What's cool in photobombing yourself, urinating on Austin Metcalf's grave? It makes no sense at all. Let's go to Fran, line 4, Massapequa. Fran, what's on your mind?
What's up, brother? I love you, brother, and I don't care what color you are. Just wanted to say that. I got some big issues here, and the bottom line is this whole thing, the hate and the Metcalf, this all stems from the liberals, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm driving from a kind of white neighborhood right now into a kind of, black neighborhood, Spanish neighborhood, and why in that neighborhood do they have the pregnancy centers, where the kids can go in and get the rubbers and all that junk? How come it's in the bad neighborhoods, the liberal politicians? Because they've helped try to ruin the black people. They tried to ruin them by telling them who to vote for, what to do, just telling them that white people hate them, that everybody's against them. The school system has just taught them just horrible things. And it's the liberals. The liberals preach hate every day. So these parents who have these young parents who aren't, like you say, the most educated, they're told from the very young in school that white people hate you, white people hate you, white people hate you. So
right.
That's in their brain.
I hear you, Fran, and I agree with you 1,000%. I'm up against a hard national break here. I couldn't agree more with what you just said. How does that benefit them? It doesn't. The joke is on them. It is time for a break. We are coming right back on this day, our 2nd year anniversary.
The Dominic Carter Show, entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And we are back. Is it going to be hot like this all weekend? I don't know. I can't deal with this, right? So I got an email from Helen Rosenberg giving me the riot act. I'll get to that in just 1 second. Tomorrow, Marilyn and I have to be careful with my son because of his epilepsy, and Marilyn doesn't do too great in the heat either. We'll be in Goshen, as I've been mentioning. We'll be at a street fair at 939 Pulaski Highway, Goshen, the Hudson Valley. We'll be there from 11 until 4, so come say hello. But I may have to wear shorts and a polo shirt. I can't show up with a tie, and it's too darn hot. And by the way, as far as those African-American teenagers photobombing themselves, peeing, urinating on Austin Metcalf's grave, why don't you photobomb yourself with a college degree? That's as close as you'll ever come to one. Why don't you photobomb yourself in a college classroom getting an education? What do you gain out of doing something like that? This is what I keep trying to tell you folks about these darn Democrats. They got these kids stuck on stupid, thinking that they're right, it's the way to go, and they keep losing election after election and keep coming up with losers like Plattner in Maine. Keep following these Democrats down this road and see where you're going to end up at. Urinating on this boy's grave. What photobomb? What did he do to you? What did he do? Because he's white? What did he do to you? Why don't you, if you want to urinate, go urinate on Carmelo's mugshot. Why not do that? He's the one that caused all this. Oh no, we make excuses. We just make excuses. We see all your calls. So Helen in Rosenberg sent me this email. Sent me this email. She says, Dominic, WABC, Mental Awareness Month, and you're not practicing what you preach! Exclamation point. Going to urgent care for something on your eye? Question mark. That's like going to a hand surgeon when your foot hurts. You need to see a dermatologist, man. Had you gone there right away, your problem might have been cleared up by now. Not sure. You also need a referral from a dermatologist for a plastic surgeon if you don't want to pay out of pocket. Very few insurance companies pay for plastic surgery unless medically indicated. Urgent care is good for a sore throat, emergency stitches, and so on. I will never understand men when it comes to health issues. You are a smart man. What are you doing to yourself? We all want you to live until 100. So, Helen, I only have one stitch, but the bump is still there. It's not on my eye. It's near my eye. And, Helen, when do I have time? Okay, to go to the doctor. Here's a perfect example. My doctor of primary care called me today. But anybody that knows me knows that you're never going to reach me on the telephone. The best way to reach me is via text message, and then I can get back to you. So now I'll play phone tag with my doctor for 5 or 6 days. That's just the way my life is. So I hear you, Helen. I see your email, and thanks for hoping me to live to be 100. But I don't think it's going to happen. But thank you, Helen. But I'm still annoyed at these teenagers photobombing themselves, peeing, urinating on Austin Metcalf's grave. That's lower than low. Let's go here to, let's go to Ann in Garden City, New York, line 5. Ann, what's on your mind?
Oh, hi, Dominic. Can you hear me?
Yes, you know what's funny, Ann? I'm looking right now. I should answer it live, but I'm not. It's from Columbia Presbyterian. It's from one of my doctors calling right now while we're on the air. Now, see, this is what my life is like. So what am I supposed to do? Answer the call in the middle of a live show? But anyway, go ahead, Ann.
Is that regarding your eye problem?
I don't know. It's one of these doctors at Columbia. I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's the one. I don't know which one it is. But what's going on, Ann?
Well, number one, I'm so excited to be speaking with you. I really appreciate so many of your opinions on the different behavioral patterns that are occurring in our communities, and the most recent situation with the death of, I think his name is Austin Metcalf.
Austin Metcalf,
yeah. So I've been a psychotherapist for about 30 years, and I've dealt with so many different types of people.
Okay, so Ann, we got to get to the point. I have a lot of calls.
Oh, sorry. So one of the topics that interests me is the weakening of the young African-American community by these illustrations of the Democrats toward not teaching them things that will allow them to rise up to be responsible, successful. And so when I heard this newest thing about them urinating on grave, it just is another weakening. They will be praised for doing that, and it's illogical, and it seems like they don't really know the facts about what happened, yet they'll be praised for something that, number one, denigrates them. It really takes away their integrity as human beings, and I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm really
we're all tired of it. We're all tired of it. And then when you talk to them, they'll say, "Oh, racism, why nobody wants to live around me?" Well, this is exactly why. Look at how you act. Look at the things that you do.
Right, exactly. And so, in you doing that, I think you're trying to instill responsibility and asking these young people and old people to become accountable and to mature and to become the best that they can be. But I think that African Americans are scapegoated in many ways. I'm not saying that it's good to maintain a victim's mentality, but they are scapegoated and they're fooled. They're fooled into keeping themselves weak and irresponsible. And I'm on a path, and I work with people, African American community, to undo some of that, but it's very hard when this
I got it, and I got to move on because we have a lot of calls, but thank you for the well thought out point. As Anne's speaking, I'm thinking about some of the songs that's out there, right? One of the songs is not even hit anymore. It's not even a hit anymore, but it was a hit. And the chorus of the song was, "That's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy." That was the song. That was the song. And you're peeing on Austin Metcalf's photoshopped on his grave. How is that going to help you? The joke is on you. Your life is over in the next year or so. You just don't know it yet. The Walking Dead. And then you're going to complain for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, folks. I just have to say it, and then I'll move on. The white man is keeping me down. The white man won't let me move. No, you keeping yourself down, fool. Anyway, you know what? I'm not going to get myself upset. I'm going to, second year anniversary. I'm just going to just relax. Just relax. Musa, right? Rub behind my ears. Let's go to Dutchie, I believe, line 5, Long Island City. What's on your mind?
Dominic, my friend, long time no hear. See, first of all, congratulations on your 2-year anniversary.
Thank you. You got Dutchie, please. I need you to get to the point. We have a lot of calls.
Yes. First of all, I want to say what those young people did was very disrespectful. You and I are not too far in age. When we were talking about issues in our community, we had sufficient evidence, and we talked about things that made sense. What was going on that made sense. These young people don't get it. TikTok and all that stuff is not going to help you. It's not. You're making it worse for us who are older, and it's not good. You're making it bad for everybody.
Thank you. So why don't they listen?
I'll tell you why. Look, I'm going to be 59 in November. I know you're a couple of years older than me. You're like a big brother to me. You don't understand. The things you said, the things you have said has moved me in ways that made me feel good. And I understand about loss because I lost my mom and my dad. I get it. But here's the thing that's really important right here, because I know you're short for time. These young people are excusing bad behavior. They think that it's okay.
They really do.
To do what they do.
They really do.
It's not. I wouldn't do it. Look, there's a lot of people I don't like. There's a lot of people you don't like. Are we going to drop our pants and do nothing, something like that? Absolutely not. I wouldn't. Like I said, in the 60s and 70s, we had sufficient evidence why we were going against the system. But we weren't doing anything stupid. We did it the way it's supposed to be, and an infrastructure, a mature infrastructure. These young people don't get it. They don't get it.
Hey, Dutchie, the only thing I can tell you is I mean, I wish my daughter or son would. Ooh, if I ever caught them photobombing or using the N-word or doing something, my daughter, and I shouldn't, Dad, do you have to tell everything? Yes, I got to tell everything, Courtney. My daughter would be cut off financially on the spot. Even with my grandkids, if I found out that she was one of these young people photobombing. Now, her politics are left. And I'm trying to pull her, I'm trying to reach out to her. She works for a major Ivy League institution as a spokeswoman. And I'm trying to pull her, to the right side, literally. But if I ever saw my daughter or my son doing something, I think my wife would do more damage to them than I would. Dutchie, I give you the final word before I move on.
Yes. A quick gift for you and all your colleagues at WABC. Mr. Mundummy changed his name to Zoolander Mumdummy. Real easy. Dummy? Well, we know why. Mum, he never speaks. And Zoolander, because he likes to wear his $3,000 modern suits. But here's something you didn't know. He used to live not too far from me. Do you know he used to frequent an Alphabet City-like bar? I'm trying to be
politically correct. Of course, you can look at him and tell. You can look at him and tell.
Yes.
I'm not going to make any comment as it relates to his wife. That would be really inappropriate. I think I already said what needs to be said. I see, Dutchie, I was trying not to go there, and thank you for the call. I really appreciate it. I was trying not to go there. But Dutchie just took me there. Dutchie has got me going right now on Mom Donnie. Oh, Mr. Slick, Mr. Big Stuff. You come out there and you announce, I'm a man of the people. I didn't pay thousands of dollars for my New York Knicks ticket. I paid $1,000 for a standing room only seat because I'm going to be standing with the people. I'm of the people. I love the people. You phony, you know what? You phony. Turns out he didn't pay $1,000. He only paid $750. And turns out he pulled strings as the mayor of New York City to even get that ticket. And to make it even worse, his counterpart that's leading in the polls in D.C., talking about, spreading the wealth, she just purchased $1 million home. The possible mayor of D.C. Absolute phonies. Absolute phonies. I'm going to go to my girl here, Gracie in Rockland County. Tell your husband, Gracie, don't get mad. You're just my people. What's on your mind?
Well, on my mind is this. I want to go a little further than what Ann said. Listen, you can't blame the black people 100% because this is what they've been fed. What I'm more angry at is the white, successful liberals. Why are they liberals?
They're the worst. They're the worst.
I would love to have a conversation. Why does Marilyn and Courtney feel the way they feel? They're an example of what I don't understand for the black people that are smart and educated, and for the white dummies that, I hope JD gives...
But Jay-Z ain't giving nobody nothing, him and Beyonce. But Gracie, Marilyn's coming along. She's more on my side in terms of politics. Courtney's young. Let's give her a little bit of time. Okay. My son is just like me. He's Trump all the way. But go ahead.
Tell you something. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, I was born a traditionalist. Ronnie was always a liberal with his family. He was a New York City school teacher. His parents worked for the state government. But little by little, I had Rush Limbaugh on. He retired, and boy, now he's more right than I am. And with that note, I wish it wasn't so hot tomorrow. I would want to come and see you. Be careful. Put the rags around your neck with the ice water.
Yeah. I'm doing that now, Gracie. When I get back home, I'll be putting that stuff together in the cooler and all that stuff. But thank you for the wonderful call. I've got to take a break here on our 2-year anniversary of doing this hour. Thank you to Margot and John Catsimatidis. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts on this hot Friday. I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex. The lovely Liz Rosenblatt says, happy anniversary, sweet darling Dominic. I would love if you invited your daughter on your show for a debate. I'm sure Gracie would change her mind. I will say this, Liz, and Liz delivers on everything. Liz is always there. Liz is positive. Liz, when I'm down and out, right, and when I mean when I'm down and out, Liz is the one with the silver lining, always something positive to say, always to lift my spirits, always. And so I will say this, Liz, but my daughter is she's 38. I have my grandson, my granddaughter. She's coming around to our way of thinking. She's a homeowner. I started out as a liberal too. I did too, and I started out as a Democrat as well. What I hear from her and others, and my daughter, she works for, I guess, the preeminent liberal institution in the country. So maybe that impacts her, as a spokesman for them. I don't know. But I think she's going to come around. She'll come around. Thank you, Liz, for that wonderful comment. Viviana, line 3, Brooklyn. What's on your mind, young lady?
Hello, my brother. I wanted to make a comment on Plattner, but may I congratulate you first?
Well, I'm not the one, but thank you. I'm not the one to be congratulated. It's been Mrs. Katzimatidis that is. I kid you not. It's been Mrs. Katzimatidis from day one, and then also her husband. Both of them, they believed in me early on and told me early on exactly what was going to happen. What's happening now? They told this to me in private 2 years ago. And they've also told me that things are about to increase even more. I'm just not at liberty to go into them, but there are going to be some changes. I don't know exactly when, and I don't know. Well, I have to leave it alone at that, Viviana, but go ahead.
I decree that you are the no-fear warrior for truth. And we thank you that God has caused you to not stop and to make sure that your principles are out in front of anything you say. And we thank you. We thank God for you.
Thank you. And you're right about that. I'll say again, when God is on your side, who can be against you? And I'm serious.
Amen. Okay. And then, that song, Ain't No Stopping You Now?
Yes.
I won't sing it because it's too long. But anyway, that I dedicate.
Can I get a verse?
Well.
Can I get a verse on the Friday?
Excuse me?
Can you do a verse? I'm running out of time, but can you do a verse of the song?
Okay, that sounds good. Ain't no stopping you now.
Go, Viviana.
On the move.
I like that. One more.
Ain't no stopping you now. God's giving you the groove.
There we go. All right, so Viviana, we're running out of time. What's the point you wanted to make?
Okay, I'm very alarmed. Even New Yorkers have been deceived enough to think that they're going to stay off the plantation of the Democratic Party.
Absolutely.
You have Carville that is saying retaining power is more important than principles, common sense, or moral decency. You have Bernie Sanders that's supporting him, and Carville is saying he has failures that we can identify with. Really, Mr. Carville, are you sexting with underage teens? Are you cheating, or have you cheated on your wife and then have no regrets?
Hey, Viviana, I have to step in because I'm out of time. We can continue this next week. Thank you. And to all of you folks, thank you for making this show. Thank you. Very, very high in terms of the ratings as we celebrate our 2nd anniversary today. America's heroes need your help now. Do good in their honor by donating $11 a month to Tunnel to Towers, and you can amplify your impact with a car or land donation. Go to T2T.org. T2T.org. I'm in Goshen tomorrow morning. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.